Good evening, everyone. Welcome to West Prairie High School in Colchester, Illinois. It's time for senior night activities here for the West Prairie Cyclones. All the West Prairie Cyclones action brought to you by McDonough Telephone Cooperative. We'll tell you more about them as the night goes along. They have expanded into the Bushnell area as well. So if you're in Bushnell, happen to be watching, check out MTC Communications. So McDonough Telephone Cooperative bringing you West Prairie Cyclones JV volleyball to start the night off. They have the Lewistown Indians in the house tonight to take on the Cyclones. I'm Dwayne Hulett. Will Phelps on the camera tonight as we're getting ready to go here from West Prairie High School. Redone, but same size old gym as Colchester High School. Got the white wall on the far side. No seats at either end. Seats only on this one side. They're a little deeper than some two-sided gyms, so they probably hold about as many people, but everybody's on one side, kind of splitting. The bulk of the West Prairie fans will be to the right of your screen with the players. The bulk of the Lewiston fans will be to the left. Lewiston in red, wearing black shorts and mostly white knee pads, and the Cyclones wearing black. The libero for the Indians will be in a light blue, baby blue, that they are accustomed to wearing. The Cyclones libero will be wearing the white jersey. We're just about ready to get going here as back to serve to start things off for the Indians. Looks like it's number 4, Kennedy Duncan. There's a set by Hodges. And a kill right off the bat for Nia Zimmerman. And the Cyclones take a quick 1-0 lead. And that serve is out of bounds, so it goes right back to the Indians. Back to serve this time is the aforementioned libero, number 6. That is Nora Monroe. Nora Monroe serving up for the Indians. It's taken by the other libero, Madison McClure. That's going to be hit deep left corner and in. Another kill for Nia Zimmerman. 2 kills to get side outs for Nia Zimmerman. Neither team has been able to score offensively, but Zimmerman's got 2 defensive kills. She'll look for a point from the service line here, as that was Monroe on the serve receive. Pushed across, dug up, near side by Kamara Zimmerman. She's going to hit it deep. Duncan there again. Middle this time, off the block. One-hand dig. Hodges bump set back row. Nope, Kamara is going to come up and get it. It's going to be set middle, thrown across. Nice job coming down to get that by McClure. Bump set outside, pushed across. McClure there. Hodges, middle set. And down it goes. Totally misjudged the timing, but Peyton McGrew is going to get the kill as she went up like she was going to kill the ball. A long rally, and the first point of the game goes to Nia Zimmerman. She went up like she was really going to hit it hard, and she mistimed it, but still was able to hit it across. Back set, near side. Attack, block, punched up, down. A kill for a side out. That is Faith Tarvin, and she is going to go back to serve. Faith Tarvin, a freshman, getting the kill. Tarvin back to serve. Subs coming in to the front row is number 20, Ella Spratt. Looked like sitting down, I believe, was number 7, Skylar Kiefer. Problem on the pass. Good job tracking that one down by Briley Elliott. Going to be set outside and a kill. That looks like number. Hopefully she'll turn around in a second so I can see. Going to be number 2. That's Aurora Orwig on the kill. And we're tied at 3. Trouble as it rolled up on Kamara Zimmerman. An ace for Tarvin. Faith Tarvin has the first ace of the match for either team. And the Indians had the lead for the first time. Again, Zimmerman struggling. McClure back to Zimmerman, pushes it across. Dug up on the attack by Spratt. Left hand tap, right hand block and kill for number 3. That's Vanessa Yurkovich. She's a freshman. We'll call that a kill, not a block, because she kind of just tapped it back. 3rd point for Faith Tarvin. And another ace. As serve receive is faltering for the Cyclones right now. 6-3 the score. 4 straight for Faith Tarvin. Pass to the net. Hodges. Peyton McGrew dug up in the back row by Tarvin. It's going to go to the middle. Spratt pushes it across. Now it's going to come to the middle to McGrew, and she sails that one out the back. A hitting error results in a 5th straight service point for Faith Tarvin. As Kamara Zimmerman on the attack. They pushed across. No, it's not. Going to hit the ceiling. And a much-needed side out for the Cyclones. Going back to serve will be the libero, Madison McClure. Coming into the front row will be Ashlyn Kelly, replacing Peyton McGrew, who would have been the server, but the libero is in for her in the back row. Outside. Nope, it's going to go Spratt in the middle. Dug by McClure. Hodges, near side, Kamara Zimmerman. Deep left, right corner, and it's down. Great placement by Zimmerman. And the Cyclones are within 1. McClure gets her first service point. Nope, within 2, excuse me. It's 7-5. Deep serve to the net, tipped over, dumped up, and it's going to be they called 2 hits, and it was 2 different people. I don't know why they called that 2 hits. I don't know. Anyway, side out. Unless they called a double hit, which I thought they took that away in the second hit, especially in situations like that. Serving number 14, Savannah Stahl. Hodges, Kinley, and a net violation is not called. Ashlyn Kelly is going to get the kill either way. And more importantly, a side out. Coming in to serve is going to be Lily Scheffler, the sophomore, wearing number 6 for the Cyclones. Nice serve. Tarvin went down to get it. Bump set outside. That was the attack by Orwig. Now Zimmerman deep corner. This time Kennedy is there. Monroe, excuse me. And that is a kill. Side out, back to the Indians. This is Orwig serving. It's going to be bumped across. Bump set to the net, punched across, dug up. Punched across and dipped down. Hodges is going to get the kill. Josie Hodges, who's been battling injury, gets the kill. The attack by Kelly. I hit the wrong button on the scoreboard. Had to fix that. There's another attack. It's dug up. This is going to be a free ball across on the second touch. Hodges tips it across. Man, how is that not a carry? All right, Zimmerman and Kamara Zimmerman have some communication issues, and it's 10-7. Spratt back to serve now and into the net. First service error, I think. No, second service error of the match. Spratt goes out. Coming back in is number 7. That is Skylar Kiefover. And Peyton McGrew back in. Back to serve is Ashlyn Kelly. Jump serve. 2-arm hit across. Hodges, a bump sets to the net. It's going to go over and out. Went out of bounds. side out. It's 11-8. For Kennedy Duncan coming back in, leaving is number 8, Addison Collins. And going back to serve is the aforementioned Kennedy Duncan, number 4. Nice hard serve and out of bounds. 3 service errors now in the match between the two teams. Josie Hodges going back to serve for the Cyclones. Been one really good rally. Outside of that, it's been mostly quick errors and drop shots. McGrew again on the attack. It's going to come to the net, and not a good pass by Kefauver. I know I'm butchering that name, so if somebody in the live chat is watching and wants to tell me how to pronounce it, I should remember. I've seen it before, and I'm drawing a blank. I apologize. Hodges to Nia Zimmerman. An overpass on the attack. Hodges, middle to Peyton McGrew, and just barely out of bounds. Back to a 2-point lead. Hit the wrong button again. It's 12-10. Back to serve is the libero, number 6, Nora Monroe. Monroe's serve is dug by, the other libero, McClure. Now it's going to be outside to Nia Zimmerman. Camara Zimmerman with the dig. It's going to be Peyton McGrew on the attack. It's bumped out from Duncan, and into the ceiling it goes again. So another side out on a ball that hits the beam straight above the net. Back to serve is going to be number 18, Nia Zimmerman. She's got 3 kills and 1 service point. She got the first one of the match. To the net, pushed across, blocked, and then mishit. A block for Peyton McGrew and Kylie Jackson. And a service point for Nia Zimmerman. It's 12-12 now. Tipped across. Tarvin is going to get the kill on the tip. She's got 3 kills now. And she's going back to serve again. And once again, Spratt will come back in the front row. Also into the back row for the Cyclones is Briley Elliott, as she's going to replace Nia Zimmerman. 13-12. Indians with the lead, and Tarvin at the service line. She served 5 straight in her first service. We'll see what she does here. She goes right at Kamara Zimmerman again. That's what she did last time. From the back row, or from the 10-foot line, a front row player, Peyton McGrew, is going to get the kill. A nice job of working with the set she was given and picking up the kill for Peyton McGrew, her second. And we're tied back now at 13. And back to serve is the libero, Madison McClure for the Cyclones. She drops one short. To the net it comes. Dugouts. And they call a lift. An ace for Madison McClure, her second service point, first ace. And the Cyclones have the lead back. Tarvin, set middle, Spratt. McClure is there. Hodges outside. Kamara Zimmerman mishit that one. A hitting error, and it's a side out. Tied at 14 now. Double subs coming in. Going back to serve is going to be number 14, Savannah Stahl. Into hit is number 8, Addison Collins. The setter, number 4, Kennedy Duncan leaves. Stahl will be the setter. Treble and an ace for Stahl. Back to a 1-point lead for the Indians. Hodges, somebody was in the net. Yep, thought it was her shoulder. Wasn't 100% certain. Stahl goes for her second straight service point. 16-14 Indians. That one's short, an overpass. Collins, push across. Over there, I believe it was Orwig. The attack off the block and down it goes by Kamara Zimmerman, her first kill. And to serve is Lily Scheffler. Taking a seat is number 11, Kaylee Jackson, excuse me. Scheffler's serve is Doug. Spratt's going to push it across. Zimmerman's there. Hodges now back to Ashlyn Kelly, who hits it into the net. A service error, or hitting error, excuse me. And it's 17-15. Going back to serve now is number 3, Vanessa Jurkovic. And a service error. They didn't even wait for that to hit it was Orwig, excuse me. They didn't even wait for that to hit the net. They called that a net serve before it even hit the net. Back to serve is Kamara Zimmerman now. Their team down by 1. Stahl. Tipped across. Good job up front that time for the Lewiston Indians. And I believe it's number 8, Addison Collins, getting the kill. She's a freshman. A lot of freshmen playing for this Lewiston Indians squad. Timeout on the floor is charged to the Cyclones. We'll keep it here, and we'll tell you that this match being brought to you by MTC Communications. Having slow, unreliable internet just doesn't cut it in 2025. MTC Communications offers lightning-fast, reliable fiber internet, video, phone service, and camera systems to the McDonough, Henderson, and Hancock County areas. Visit mtc.crowdfiber.com to check your availability. And McDonough Telephone Cooperative, this West Prairie game stream is made possible by McDonough Telephone's fiber internet. Buffering means suffering, so kick slow Wi-Fi to the curb and connect your home with MTC's fiber and internet to get blazing fast Wi-Fi with speeds up to 1 gig. Sign up online at mtcfiber.net. Spratt back to serve, and she gets an ace coming out of the timeout. Ella Spratt getting her first service point. Trying for another here. Another hard low serve. McClure's there. Kelly on the attack, and another hitting error. 2 straight for Ella Spratt. Largest lead of the game now at 4, 20-16 for the Indians. And a service error gives it back to the Cyclones. Ashlyn Kelly now back to serve for West Prairie, down by 3. Need to crawl back into it. They've done it once. Can they do it again? They did take a brief lead. Not a good pass on serve receive, but it is going to get punched across and down. Let's see who that is on the kill. Number 19 possibly. Ariana Fuller. It's a side out nonetheless. Coming back in to serve is Kennedy Duncan. And that goes out of bounds off the hands of Nia Zimmerman. And it's 22-17. Another service point, her first for Kennedy Duncan. McClure sends it across. Monroe went down to get it. Dumped across. McClure can't get that one. It is number 19, Ariana Fuller, with 2 kills now. Another service point for Kennedy Duncan. Her second, a timeout on the floor again, this time charged to the Cyclones once again. We'll take a quick break as well. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Here at MDH, we provide one-on-one care to our patients. This allows them to feel supported and empowered during their labor process. The Tower of Power is a cart full of tools and resources to help support women during their labor experience. Items include massage therapy tools, aromatherapy, personal care items, music therapy, and features our labor menu.
We provide a celebratory dinner to each family to congratulate them on their new little one. We strive to create a safe and supportive environment where each mother's unique birth plan is respected.
And welcome back. As you see the Indians with the lead on the screen as they break their huddle coming out of the timeout. Kennedy Duncan back to serve. She served 2 straight. She's got her team to within 2 points of a set 1 win, up by 6, but she serves that one out. So the timeout works for the Cyclones. Gets the side out, but they can ill afford to not score points now. Coming back into the game is Kaylee Jackson. Back to serve is Josie Hodges. So they'll have 3 hitters in the front row this time for the Cyclones from here on out, I would imagine. Oof. Man. Some of the things they've called, they don't call that. There's a kill for Nia Zimmerman, her 4th. And it's 23-19. Usually if you catch the ball underhanded like that, you will get called for the carry, but there was no such call there. Josie Hodges gets her 2nd service point. Tarvin with the attack. It's Doug in the back row, pushed across by McGrew. Now it's going to come near side on the attack and into the net. Did not get over. That was Yurkovich on the attack. Another point for Josie Hodges. This is one of those scenarios where you want to close this out if you're the Indians. You don't want, the Cyclones to come back and win it. They also don't want the Cyclones to feel like they've got their momentum coming into set 2. McGrew on the attack. It's dug by Monroe, but to the net. It's a kill for McGrew. And the Cyclones are within 2. Peyton McGrew has her 3rd kill. Josie Hodges has another service point. Drops that one short. Tarvin, nice pass. Tarvin went down to get it. And that set was at the net. Unable to do anything with it was Fuller. And it's a 1-point lead now for the Indians. And the Cyclones are on their march back. The Indians take their first timeout of the match. We'll tell you that this game is being brought to you by Country Financial Agent Brett Powell. Your farm is your legacy. As a leading farm insurer, Country Financial is here to help protect it. Call Brett Powell, your local country rep, at 309-652-3889 for a free quote today. And Ryden Farm Supply, located in the heart of Walnut Grove and in business since 1974, Ryden Farm Supply can meet all your needs for LP, feed, fertilizer, and farm chemicals. Their LP service is unmatched in the area, and as a customer, they'll take great care of you. Give them a call today at 309-772-3121. Hodges back to serve it up again. And an overpass, and McGrew is there again. We're tied at 23. 6 straight points for Josie Hodges. Hodges back to serve again. It's actually 5 straight points. She already had one, excuse me. McGrew sends that one across. Not a good pass. We have back row attack. It's dug up by McClure. Hodges to McGrew again. Oh, a nice job to save that out of the net. Orwig sends a free ball across. That's not Orwig, Tarvin, excuse me. McGrew tips that one across. Outside, no, middle to Tarvin. Dug by Hodges, they're out of system. It's going to go to McGrew. She spins a free ball across. It's overpass. Dug by Zimmerman. And that's going to be 4. No, they didn't say it was 4 hits. Said it was touched. And, Nia Zimmerman gets another kill, her 5th, and just like that, the Cyclones are within a point of victory. It is 6 straight service points for Josie Hodges now, as the second timeout is going to be called by the Lewiston Indians. It was 23-17, and the Cyclones have rolled off, including the side out, 7 straight points. 6 off the hand of Josie Hodges. And if they can get one more after the timeout, they will win set number 1. If not, they will go extras here. Set 1 has taken 20 minutes. Pretty long first set here. Hodges to serve it up again. Tarvin is there. A bump set. Off and down, off the block of McGrew. Tarvin gets the kill, and we're tied at 24. We're going to overtime. The fourth kill for Faith Tarvin. And now back to serve is the libero, Nora Monroe. 24-24. Zimmerman. Back to Zimmerman. Dug up. Tarvin. Dug out of the net. McGrew sends it across. Good job by Hodges to keep that alive. Outside, Orwig pushes it across. Zimmerman's there. Hodges back to Zimmerman. Off the net. Dug up. Nice dig in the back row there. And a hitting air into the net gives the side out to the Cyclones and a second set point. Nia Zimmerman back to serve, but you got to give credit on the dig back there by Skylar Kiefover. That's Monroe on serve receive. Now Orwig pushes it across. Zimmerman's there. Hodges. McGrew, nope. That is Kaylee Jackson that put it across. There's a nice tip by Tarvin, and we're tied at 25. A fifth kill for Tarvin. Now she'll go back to serve. Coming in for is Spratt for the Indians. Coming in for the Cyclones is going to be Briley Elliott, the sophomore. 25-25 here in set number one of the JV contest. Short serve. Elliott's there, an overpass, and Spratt tips it down. A first set point for the Indians. Tarvin gets her sixth service point. Spratt gets her first kill. Tarvin back to serve. Set point number one for the Indians. Zimmerman. Hodges. McGrew. Deep. Monroe's there. It's trouble. Might be a free ball if they can get it. They cannot. We're tied at 26. So we've had three set points, two for the Cyclones, one for the Indians. Maddie McClure back to serve now. Tarvin with the serve receive. Orwig from the 10-foot line. Off the block of Ashlyn Kelly. I'll get it in a second. And a side out. Orwig is going to get another point. Coming back in to serve is going to be number 14, Savannah Stahl. And a second set point for the Indians. Treble, and that's going to be the mat set. 28-26 Indians. And set number one. We'll take a break. We'll be back with set number two in just a few minutes. You're watching McDonough Telephone Cooperative coverage of West Prairie Sports on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
When you trust your healthcare needs to MDH, you'll receive the highest quality, compassionate care from our nationally accredited medical departments and award-winning staff. We are here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, providing exceptional care right here in Macomb. We also accept Aetna, HealthLink, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and most other insurance plans for your convenience. McDonough District Hospital, your regional healthcare partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
Whether it's an emergency situation or an outpatient scan, McDonough District Hospital's radiology department offers the test you need right here in Macomb. If you need an MRI, a CT scan, ultrasound, x-ray, a bone density scan, or to schedule an annual mammogram, our experienced radiology staff will provide high-quality, compassionate care. McDonough District Hospital, your community radiology partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
My philosophy in pediatrics is definitely prevention, early intervention, and advocacy. Being an advocate for my patients is one of the main reasons why I got into pediatrics in the first place. I like working close with families and being able to empower moms, especially first-time moms, or empower any caregiver. MDH Peds gives that family-centered care. My name is Leilani Segura, and I am a pediatrician at McDonough District Hospital.
The MDH community.
And welcome back here to West Prairie High School. Hey, I got to talk to you about something before something added to that.
Oh, okay.
Greg Phelps just stepped in the house. I call the house the scoring booth or the announcing booth. It was already here. I had it the whole time. It is senior night, as we talked about earlier. If you'd have come and asked me, I could have told you where it was at. You didn't come ask me. Oh, and starting things off is Josie Hodges, who had such a great service there at the end of set number 1. And there's an overpass, but it's dug up. Near side, Barkley in a game, and she's going to get a kill. Olivia Barkley, who did not play in set number 1, gets the kill to start things off as Josie Hodges gets point number 8 on the night. More trouble for Monroe. Middle to Tarvin. Barkley's there. Back to Barkley it comes. From Hodges off the net. Oh, what a job of getting down to get that once again by Kefauver, but again, unable to use it, and Barkley's going to get kill number 2. Point number 9. And point number 10 is an ace for Hodges. She's got 10 of them, as I said. Her first ace, 10 points. She served off 7 straight to give her team a 24-23 lead in set number 1. Deep serve this time. Trouble for Stahl. And it's going to be a ace again. 2 straight aces for Hodges. This is exactly what I was talking about. Indians had that 7-point lead up 23-16 at one point, and then didn't Stahl again having problems with serve receive. They've got both their setters in the match because of how things start. And then down the line, Barkley, nice one-hand dig, a tip. It's going to be a free ball. It's going to be out of bounds. Five straight points for Josie Hodges to open set number 2 now. Middle to Monroe. She's a little bit better pass. Tarvin sends it across. Jackson was there, and Jackson set it like she was trying to set to Barkley, and Barkley was retreating to set herself up for the attack. Didn't expect the set to be coming that early. Now they are back in rotation, more normal rotation are the Indians, and back to serve is going to be Kennedy Duncan, and she drops an ace. 5-2 as Duncan gets her first her third ace, her first service point. Her first service point is set number 2. She's got 3 of them. Barkley again. Back row from outside the 10-foot line. Drop that one short, and she's going to drop it in for a kill. Took a little heat off that one, just dropped it in front of the back line of defense. They went diving to get there, but just were not able to. Barkley back to serve now. Low, hard serve. Tarvin, an overpass. And it's tipped down by, I think, McGrew. I'll give it to McGrew. Sounds like a good person to give it to. McGrew's got 5 kills. Barkley gets her first service point. 7-2 the score. Barkley serves it up one more time. Kefauver. Tarvin. And Orwig. Nope, that's not Orwig. It's Jurkovic trying to hit it into the net. Can't get it over the net, so it's a hitting error. Barkley with another service point. Sometimes when one player swings at the ball and the other player is trying to come up to get it, it just completely psychs you out a little bit, and that's what happened there. It was Jurkovic taking a swing at it with both arms, and Monroe was coming up, and she just kind of bailed on it, not knowing what was going to happen. Alex, thanks for joining the chat. Greg, you want to hop on, or you want to practice for your big in-between games experience?
You must unroll the.
I don't even have you turned on yet, so just keep talking. Keep talking. There we go.
Well, no, I was just going through the script real quick because I've learned that as having done this for many, many years, for many, many senior nights, you always read through it first and always make sure anything you question, you go hurriedly run to the AD and go, hey, what about this?
Hey, I did Western's football PA for their senior night, 27 seniors.
That's a lot.
This year. And I asked people how to pronounce names, and nobody knew how to pronounce them. So I just pronounced them how I thought they should be pronounced.
Yep, you just say sorry and guess.
Yep, exactly. That's what I did. I think I was right about 85% of the time. Barkley serves up another one.
It depends on if you get down into southern Illinois, there are some humdingers down there. Some of the German portions like Teutopolis, T-Town down in there. You get some fun ones.
Is that what you call those? Fun?
Well, fun in an aggravating sort of way. It's kind of like coaching, but more rewarding.
Zane Talane.
Yep, there you go.
Scavalatae. When there's a kill.
Palazulu.
For Ariana Fuller again. Scavalatae and Zane Talane were both Western when I announced PA there. And
yep.
It took you about half the season to figure out how to say those names correctly. Monroe, the libero, on the service. And out of bounds, right down the line, trying to paint the line and got a little outside it, was Peyton McGrew. It's 10-4 now. Monroe gets her, oddly enough, first service point. And a let serve ace. I still say
I hate those.
Let serves should not be counted.
Or you could always say live and let serve.
My honest belief is if you're going to let serves count, you should be able to block a serve.
Yep.
They should go hand in hand, in my opinion, but that's deep and in. Tarvin gets it on the overpass, barely got it to fall in. Monroe serves her third straight. Tarvin
up the line
is up to 6 kills. Bet she was good in art class as a kindergartner.
Yep.
A service error gets the serve back to the Cyclones. It'll go to Maddie McClure.
And the Cyclones evidently survived that first game. And I believe the JV 2 losses on the season, I think.
2 last check, but they lost the first set here, 28-26. Tarvin back to serve, so they have to win this one. Ashlyn Kelly in the front row now as McGrew is out. Kaylee Jackson in. Hodges, the other front row player for the Cyclones. Not a good pass, but Kennedy Duncan was able to do something with it. Now it's going to be Kamara Zimmerman sending the cross. And, it's amazing how often free balls drop.
Yep.
It's so, you're in a position to cover hits. And when they get a good free ball over, it just. Ariana Soul back to serve now. She did not serve in set 1.
And she can really smoke it. It is a deceptive serve. Also a very good softball pitcher.
Deep and out. That was Scheffler from the back row, I do believe, hitting that one, but it went out of bounds. So it's 12-8.
Substitutions in mass.
Stahl coming in. Also in for the West Prairie Cyclones is Braylon Reeves. Stahl back into serve and coming back into the front row. I believe that's number 8, Addison Collins. You go 3 rotations, don't have a sub, and then you have times, nice job digging that out by Reeves, but they're going to call 4 hits. Reeves did a good job of bailing that one out of the net, though. Stahl is going to have her third service point. Serves it up again. McClure's there. To the net again.
And that one, a little trouble on the serve received there. And Stahl has what I would call a heavy serve. I mean, it's hard, but it's just got a drop to it. And you see it right there. It comes over, drops, and it's kind of hard to get to, a little deceptive.
Ping pong ball action, got that back across. Kelly is going to drive that off Tarvin. And You know it was a good attack when it hits you almost in the head and all you do is laugh about it.
Yep.
Tarvin's still sitting back there giggling about it.
And one of those hot smashes.
Tamara Zimmerman. There's trouble. And an ace.
And a lot of people don't realize, I hear this, you see it preached to practices, don't hit it off to the side like that. Reach out, get yourself squared in front of it, and then bring it up.
Sometimes you don't have that option, obviously, but anytime you can, that's what you want to do. Oof. That was like the definition of a double hit on that serve receive right there. It's Barkley. Now it's going to be pushed deep and out of bounds. That was Orwig that time hitting it deep. Tamara Zimmerman has a couple service points here. Cyclones back up by 5. That never got over the net.
Yep,
Nope.
I was going to say that one definitely a tape shot. And there are times once in a while you can fool people into that.
There's times that you just can't even tell, too. I mean, from up where we're at, a lot of times it's like they could have called that either way, and I wouldn't have argued with them. Reeves sends that one across. Outside Orwig. She's going to get the kill to end that line of points. 16-11. And going back to serve is Orwig. Aurora Orwig, no service points as of yet.
And a good crowd on this senior night, as you expect. A nice job. Liv Barkley had to adjust on that one.
And you got to give her credit for that. That's her 4th kill, but that's not something she has shown a real good ability to do this year, but she definitely adjusted to that. She was attacking already. She stepped back and made an attack out of it.
Yep. You know, I say it. Our Barkleys are worse than our bite.
And it's out of bounds.
It's sometimes better to be lucky than good because one of their front row players kind of ducked out of the way. It was out. Okay.
Yep, I knew what I was doing the whole time. Spratt on the serve. Free ball. Pushed across by Fuller. Peyton McGrew. Stahl, they're out of system. That was just a little dump. Barkley is blocked.
And that one just a textbook block, knocking it straight down where nobody can get a hold of it.
Tarvin and Jurkovic get a block assist each. Spratt gets her 3rd service point and then proceeds to serve it out of bounds. 18-13. Josie Hodges coming back in for Cyclones. She'll go back to serve. Kaylee Jackson coming in for Seoul. Hodges has 12 service points, including 2 aces. Stahl pushed across. McClure is there. Hodges to Barkley, who hits that one into the net as hitting air side out.
And
Stahl, go ahead.
Lewiston just keeps kind of hanging around in this one. I mean, they're trying to inch their way back in, and it's interesting to watch because they kind of did the same thing in the last game too, just kept inching their way in.
That's not Jurkovic, Duncan. Jurkovic also came in. Oh, what a shot by Olivia Barkley. Deep left corner from across court, and she gets her 5th kill. She's going back to serve with her team up 19-14. That tried to go the same spot, but just a little long that time. Service error. Barkley leaves. Coming in is Lily Scheffler to play back row for the Cyclones. Going back to serve is the libero, Nora Monroe. She had 3 straight service points in her first service of this one, and she's just as she ended her last service, after the 3, she sailed one long. She sailed that one long.
And that one she was expecting it to drop, and it just floated.
McClure to the other libero, Monroe. Now back to McClure. Hodges. Oh, good job. Stay out of the net. Tip down for Ashlyn Kelly and a kill.
And I believe that Tarvin got up there, but just couldn't. It was one of those that it just came at her so slow. She just had started on the way down on the jump.
Yep. Got up and tried to Michael Jordan it, but didn't quite have the air or the hang time. Orwig tips that across, or is that Jokovic? Jokovic, actually, Jurkovic. Tarvin, left-handed, taps that one down. 21-16. Spratt coming back in. Kefauver is leaving. Tarvin to the back row to serve. She served 5 straight in her first service and then struggled after that. Has only got 1 since then. Oof, big hit that time.
And
that was Orwig.
Trying to inch their way back in this one. They kind of did that in the last one, just kind of inched. And
yeah, they fell behind early, got back, took a big lead at the end, and then allowed the Cyclones to roll back in. Let's hope that doesn't happen here. If you're a Cyclones fan, if you're an Indians fan, you'll want that. Zimmerman cross court, and that would have been out, I think, if it hadn't have been touched.
And that's one of those, knee-jerk, things you got to decide on the fly, and didn't quite handle it. Might have been out.
Kaylee Jackson out. Ariana Soul in to serve again. Tarvin, back row attack. Dug by McClure. Hodges, middle to Kelly. Tipped it down. Get the s'mores out. That was the definition of some campfire defense right there. And a timeout on the floor, charge to the Indians. And this is like deja vu all over again, except reversed. This is where it was at in the last game, and when Josie Hodges stepped to the service line and brought the Cyclones all the way back to 24-23. You don't see that longer runs very often.
No.
Especially again when you have 2 relatively good fresh soft teams. At this point, Greg, Lewiston has to try to stop the bleeding a little bit, much like the Cyclones did. And even if you can't win this one, since they have one in their pocket, you got to get your momentum going again for set number 3.
And the big thing is with rally scoring, that's why it is so critical. It's so hard to go on these huge runs. I can remember a run back in the old days before rally scoring, saw one at 13-1 in a comeback. It's much, much harder because you give up a side out, there's a point.
Yeah, and they're only 2 points away from a win. Tarvin. Back to Tarvin again. She's going to try it from the back row. It's Soul this time. Hodges. Kelly off the net, dug up by Monroe, and then Monroe about got clocked in the head. Maybe did get hit in the head a little bit. And it's set point for Soul, and that might be something they might want to check out as she's holding her head. She got hit by Orwig pretty good right there, it looked like. And that's going to be an ace to end set number 2, 25-17. And the Cyclones take control late, and we're headed to set number 3 in the JV contest. We'll take a break. We'll be back in just a few minutes. You're watching McDonough Telephone Cooperative coverage of West Prairie Sports on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Every McDonough District Hospital sports medicine and rehabilitation patient receives one-on-one appointment times with a licensed staff member. They develop a personalized recovery and treatment plan to turn your setback into a comeback. We offer physical and occupational therapy, vestibular rehabilitation, speech-language pathology, cardiac and pulmonary rehabilitation, dry needling, and pelvic floor therapy. MDH, your community physical therapy partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
Lindsay Schaefer. I'm a physical therapist specializing in pelvic floor physical therapy here at McDonough District Hospital Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation. Young women, a lot of them have pelvic pain. They don't realize that it's something that they don't have to live with anymore. It's very common for people to have urinary leakage. And I always say it's common, but it's not normal. It's not something you need to live with. I also focus on hip pain, back pain. It's all kind of connected. Any age really can benefit from it.
My name is Kelsey Cunningham. I'm a nurse practitioner with the cardiology department here at McDonough District Hospital. Cardiology is like a big puzzle. A lot of things can be traced back to the heart, and to see somebody in your office at the beginning of the process really down on themselves and not feeling like their best self, and I think in their mind never really thinking that they're going to recover from that, to fast forward 6 months where they're back doing things they once did. It's the ultimate goal, and I love to see it happen.
Whether it's an emergency situation or an outpatient scan, McDonough District Hospital's radiology department offers the test you need right here in Macomb. If you need an MRI, a CT scan, ultrasound, x-ray, a bone density scan, or to schedule an annual mammogram, our experienced radiology staff will provide high-quality, compassionate care. McDonough District Hospital, your community radiology partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
When you trust your healthcare needs to MDH, you'll receive the highest quality, compassionate care from our nationally accredited medical departments and award-winning staff. We are here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, providing exceptional care right here in Macomb. We also accept Aetna, HealthLink, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and most other insurance plans for your convenience. McDonough District Hospital, your regional healthcare partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
And welcome back here. Set number 3 getting ready to pop off, and you kind of almost expected a set 3 after how the Cyclones came back at the end of set number 1 to get that win. So I think we're not as surprised that you're at set 3, but maybe a bit of a surprise at how we got there. The Cyclones really never were threatened there in set number 2.
Well, and these two quality programs, I mean, they've been, Sonia Baldwin has built a powerhouse at Lewiston. For years it's been a powerhouse at Colchester/West Prairie. So you expect solid fundamentals, and when you get solid fundamentals, it's the extraneous things that win the games.
Yeah, i.e. airs.
You got it.
And McGrew starts things off with the kill for the Cyclones, and she's got 6 kills and a block. She's having one of her best games I've seen her play. Getting a lot of attempts, too.
And, they're going to be one of the ones that are going to step up next year, losing those 6 seniors. Peyton and McGrew are going to be one of the ones expected to step up.
Tarvin, a freshman, gets her 7th kill of the match.
And I mean, I'm a little biased. I've seen Peyton since she was second grader, but I tell you, I really honestly believe one of the top 2 or top blocker on this team, varsity or JV.
And Nora Monroe is going to get her 4th service point, second ace, and all those have come since the start of set number 2, and she gives her team their first lead of set number 3, 2-1. Indians won set 1, 28-26. Zimmerman sails that one deep. They're up by 2 now.
And if anything, a Cyclone trait, and you see it in the varsity, you see it in the JV, they get in those runs of hitting things out of bounds. It's adrenaline, a little too much adrenaline in this game 3. I mean, it's sometimes hard to take that extra breath and calm down and just do what you know how to do.
Pushed across, that never got over.
Yep.
Call 2 hits either way.
2 or 4, take your pick.
Well, yeah, he called 2, but could have been 4, like Greg said, whatever way you want to make it work. Olivia Barkley back to serve with her team down by 1.
And was it?
Yep, they're going to call over the net.
Nia Zimmerman getting her hands.
Yep. And I probably would not argue with that too much.
That's one of those you just want, nope. It's going. Let it go.
Tarvin back to serve. Spratt back into the front row with the Indians up 4-2.
And my wife just texted me if any of you heard that.
Zimmerman off Monroe, and a kill for Nia Zimmerman, her 6th. Peyton McGrew leaves.
Oh, and there was I guess the ball ricocheted underneath the bleachers. And you don't see that much with these closed-in bleachers. Like the old days, they were all wide open and
there's not as much room at the end as there used to be either.
Yeah.
They used to have like an area to walk, but now they don't leave that area.
I don't know about you, but I've had radio equipment slip down the bleachers.
Yeah.
Or the bag. And a nice job, nice setup there by Lewistown. And again, you can see the influence. Sonia Baldwin, one of the coaches I respect in this area a lot. Fundamentals, it is fundamental and builder of good programs. When you see a Lewistown team, they're going to be very fundamentally sound.
Stahl on the serve.
Oh,
boy, that could have been 2 hits.
Yep.
That's probably the ball never lies kind of thing right there.
Yeah.
Stahl's going to get the point, but that literally hit Hodges in the face. It's the only way it got back to be able to hit where it was hit at. Barkley, Hodges, Zimmerman,
and
Tarvin.
That may have been going out of bounds. And you always say thanks for the gumball, Mickey, but.
Yeah, that one was sailing a little bit on Kamara Zimmerman. She'll go back to serve now. This JV team looks so much different with Olivia Barkley playing now.
It does.
Which she did not play in set number 1. That time, Nia Zimmerman let that one get to her and then drove it down for the kill. 4th point for Kamara. An ace.
The oops.
I thought you were getting it. No, I thought you were getting it. What actually happened is nobody got it. Tarvin, trouble again. Out of bounds.
And
another ace.
These are those, I'm kind of surprised we haven't seen a timeout yet. These are some of those lapses that you got to stop. You got to get stopped.
My question is, and I didn't ask, if they're playing to 15. Oh, no, this is a conference match, so they can't, I don't think.
They usually, most JV games, they usually don't.
They've been playing a lot of them around the area, actually, this year, surprisingly enough. I've been caught 3 times on it.
Well, and Dwayne, a lot of what it is you're having a more of a movement to get the kids home, academics. And these kids start from August to whenever. I take it you.
Side out.
Yeah, there. Well, let's just leave it at that.
Nice job to get that up and across by Kamara Zimmerman. Middle to Spratt. She tips it down. Good usage of the floor and knowing where the defense was for Ella Spratt. She gets her 2nd kill and going back to serve.
And I think we're going to score everyone on the way.
Yeah, we've Kelly with the attack. Dug up. Tarvin. That's going to be out of bounds. Tarvin will get the kill. Really a passing error, but Spratt gets the point. Faith Tarvin has 8 kills, 1 block, 6 service points, and 2 aces.
The extra value meal.
Yes. Tarvin again on the attack. Boy, McClure sticking with that one was amazing. Yep. There's a block by Tarvin, and then digging it back up and sending it right back across and out of bounds was Kelly. Timeout on the floor, going to be charged to the Cyclones this time. Tarvin, get credit for that kill. She's got 9, and 10-8 the score now. The Lewistown Indians with the lead. This game being brought to you in part tonight by Rosie's Pizza. Rosie's Pizza offers something for everyone with pasta, sandwiches, and, of course, pizza. Dine in or carry out at 458 East Main Street in Bushnell. They also deliver to Good Hope, Adair, and all points in between. For delivery, call 309-772-2101. And M&B Furniture, Bushnell's only furniture store. M&B Furniture is a mainstay in the community and offers free delivery within 40 miles for everything you need to furnish your new home or replenish an old one. Stop and see the fine folks at 481 West Main Street or find them on Facebook, Instagram, or on the web at www.mbfurnitureinc.com. You can also call them at 772-2111. Spratt back to serve again. Kelly this time. Spratt's there for the dig. Pushed across. Barkley. Hodges tips it across. It's Doug. Going to come back to Barkley. She's going to push it deep right corner and out of, or short right corner, and it's out of bounds. And another point.
And with those, you got to be a little careful. It's almost got to stop, not have your momentum going forward. So that gives it just that extra nudge.
Barkley. Hodges. Back to Barkley. We'll try it again, and that time it works. Barkley's going to get a little tip kill. Her 6th since starting the second set. Ashlyn Kelly going back to serve. Peyton McGrew back in. Also back in for the Indians is Skylar Kefauver. Let's serve. Oh, they're going to get it across. Stahl went down to get it, and it's tracked down by Kefauver. Now McGrew's going to track it down.
And hit the out stick. McGrew did a nice job trying to flip it, but just went right into the out stick.
See, I thought that hit the net. The way that I didn't see the out stick move left or right, it only moved back and forth, which tells me the way the ball was going, it didn't actually hit it. But I was just guessing at that, of course.
I'm just that much better than you at seeing it.
Well, you might be, because I'm about blind. I'm not even gonna attempt to argue with that statement. Back in to serve is Kennedy Duncan. She'll be the setter. Nice pass to Hodges.
Well, you know, most officials will tell you all us coaches see everything.
Yeah. And hitting air by Fuller. Side out back to the Cyclones. Still the JV match, 1-1, 12-10. And set number 3, Lewiston leads, but Hodges serving an overpass. Back to Hodges. Middle, Peyton McGrew. It's going to be dug up and going to fall. McGrew is going to get another kill, and it's back to a 1-point game. Peyton McGrew with 7 kills.
And let's face it, this is probably what team you're going to see most of next year.
Let's serve ace. And Josie Hodges absolutely meant to do that, right, Greg?
Yes, she did. Well, of course she did.
She's got 14 service points, including 3 aces. And another timeout. This one charged to Lewiston, and we're back to tied, this time at 12. And this game throughout, really, even though there's been some runs and some teams have opened up some leads, but this has been a game of runs. And they've gotten out. They've spent a lot of time tied, but then they open up 3 or 4 points, and then the other team battles back.
And that's good fundamentals. That is all good fundamentals, and knowing how you can get back in and attack. And volleyball, when it's played well, is a very beautiful game. When it's not played well, it's pretty darn ugly. But
man, is it?
But when it is played well, it is very, very pretty to watch, and it's kind of a chess match because you're trying to figure out where the defense is adjusting, where they're sliding, where you can go.
That's where the dump shots and not always hitting the ball as hard as you can hit it come into play, right?
Yep. Well, and knowing, which way they rotate, which way they, what back corners are open.
And that one falls short. It is a side out. It gives the lead back to the Indians. And with that timeout, I wonder if they are playing to 15, because that's kind of an odd place timeout.
Yeah.
I mean, I know they brought it back to tied, but if you're playing to 25, you got a long way to go, right?
And it may be more of Lewiston's coach. Maybe they'd seen several errors in a row, and I think maybe if they're going to 25, maybe that was the thinking, is saying, hey, let's clean it up.
Side out. McGrew gets another kill of the soft variety this time, and Barkley back to serve now. Barkley's got 3 service points, including an ace, since she started playing in set number 2. Her sister will be celebrating her senior night a little later tonight. Hodges after the dig by Zimmerman. And that's
Oh, and they're going to say that was 4 hits. And that hit off McGrew's shoulder. I thought at first maybe he's going to call it.
It was blocked by Tarvin. And then came down. They called it 4 hits before the Cyclones had 4 more hits. So it's 14-13 Indians. This game is so fast at the net, though. I mean, you have to make that decision as a service error. Tied at 15 now. 14, excuse me.
The other 15.
Yeah, but like I was saying, though, this game is so fast at the net. Everybody thinks, well, you're just standing there as an official. It's a real easy. It's not the easiest game in the world to officiate because the ball moves so fast, and that's deep and out.
And those are the things you when you get in a tight game like this where every point counts, those are the things you just can't have.
I'm going to say that we're playing to 25 because that would have been a perfect timeout for a for a Cyclones timeout if we were playing to 15. Barkley. Zimmerman on a nice bump set, and we're tied at 15.
We got the slow roller off the net.
15-15, and this is back and forth, back and forth. Zimmerman of the Kamara variety serving now, and there's trouble and not going to get it across.
And this is where you even take a little bit off the serve just to make sure you get it over. Something you can play. I mean, there's always serving aggressively, but there's just making a little bit of a challenge.
Push that across. Zimmerman's there. Hodges out to Nia Zimmerman, and she sailed that one deep, and we're tied at 16. Well, if we were going to 15, that's 2 match points for Lewiston and 1 for the Cyclones now.
Yep.
Ashlyn Kelly, dug by Tarvin. Trouble. Stahl tracked it down. Pushed across. Middle. Kelly tips it. And a kill.
And you could tell they realized it way, way too late that it was coming across, and Orwig just couldn't get there in time.
Mara Zimmerman serving. That was Fuller. Ashlyn Kelly sends it across. Monroe's there. Set, middle, Spratt. To the net, Hodges. Kelly, dug by Tarvin. Outside, going to go to Fuller. McClure comes in to get it. Hodges outside to Barkley now. Monroe there for the dig. Duncan tracks down, pushed across by Fuller. Hodges is going to set out to Barkley again. This time it's dug by Tarvin. To the net, down and up and over, but it hit the ceiling. It did hit the ceiling.
That was a great job.
And they are playing to 15.
Okay.
Point, it's 18-16, and they are playing to 15.
Okay.
So 2 set points again for each team, and the second one won for the Cyclones. So a 26-28, 25-17, 18-16 victory for the Cyclones JV team in a match that took 1 hour and 4 minutes.
That's a long match these days.
That's a long volleyball match. When you're tied that many times, that's what happens. So we will end it here. Well, actually, we're going to – when are we doing senior night stuff? Is that the beginning here?
I believe so. I'm not sure. We could probably put that on the varsity side of things, or I'm kind of been waiting for it.
I'll tell you what. I'm going to end this. We'll record it and go on early and play it early. How about that?
That'll
instead
work.
of doing it live.
There we go.
All right. We're going to take our break between varsity and JV. We'll be back with the senior night activities in just a few minutes. You've been watching McDonough Telephone cooperative coverage of West Prairie Sports on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.